guys, and welcome to Manifestation Sunday. I thought I might try something a little bit different today. I know I've been doing short manifestation moments the past several weeks, but I thought I might try it in pick a card form this week. I know that there are a lot of people that watch my videos, and sometimes the messages that I have, while general and meant to help as many people as possible, sometimes people have an individual focus or issue. So I figured I might try this out this week, and please let me know in the comments down below what your preference is. Do you like this type of form, or do you prefer me just doing the general overall message that takes like 20 minutes instead? Okay, so here are the 4 cards, and let me put crystals down. This is apophyllite, Icelandic spar, clear quartz, and where's my 4th one? Herkimer diamond. So go ahead and take a moment to pick your card. And I will see you at the click of your timestamp. Okay, group 1, let's see, clear quartz. Let's see what your card says. I celebrate my wins and failures. Okay, so perhaps you're someone who has encountered a lot of difficulty and has become frustrated with manifestation and are feeling maybe a bit lost. Maybe you're feeling like you don't see much progress with regards to it, so you're feeling like, why am I even doing this for? What's the purpose of me trying this when nothing's working, type of thing. So let me get a couple more cards for you. Feeling almost there. Okay. So, the universe is always guiding me to success. And I have the key to success. So if you're somebody who's been struggling and been like, why am I even trying this? Nothing's working. Nothing's going my way. It's important for you to hear that even when things don't seem to be going your way, when things are falling apart, when things don't seem to be acting maybe as quickly as you need or want them to, that there's usually a reason for it. And that your successes and failures are equally important. Now, I know that sounds a bit counterintuitive, but hear me out. We as humans have this innate mentality of trying to control every single thing around us. We have this inner need to dictate and determine how things are supposed to go. Many of us may have control issues. I know I struggle with that myself. And sometimes when things don't go our way, we allow that to say, you know what? I give up. I'm not trying this anymore. I'm walking away. What's the point of me even trying? What's the point of me doing all of this? You know, nothing's going how I want it to go. But when that happens, I use this example all the time. So often the universe puts road barriers in our way or blocks in our way to protect us. Things that come to mind are the mornings that I'm running late for work and I'm running really, really frustrated because it's like, I don't want to be late for work. I'm really trying hard, and it's like thing after thing after thing comes in my way, and it's like, then I get on the highway and I'm trying to rush there, and all of a sudden I get traffic jam. And immediately I'm like, oh, why is everything getting in my way? Why can't I just get to work? What is all the problem and what is going on? Why is everything getting in front of me today? Sound familiar? And then I realize that the accident that happened occurred around the time that I would have normally left the house. And I realize, had I left the house at the time that I usually would, or the time that I intended to, I could have very easily been wrapped up in the very accident that happened. This has happened to me more than once. So even when things are looking like and feeling like a failure, celebrate that. Because it's the universe protecting you and guiding you in a different way. Many times the universe knows when there's something bad coming up for you if you take a specific route to reach your goal. And if the universe sees that and it puts a barrier in front of you, that's not telling you that you still can't achieve your goal. That just means that maybe there's a little bit more work to do, or maybe there's a side trip you need to do to go around the problem and to avoid this bad thing that may have been on that path. So as frustrating as it may feel and as frustrating as it may seem, those failures, those roadblocks are another way that the universe is guiding you to your success, but in a way that you may not understand. You do have the key to success. You have to hold on to that knowledge and going, okay, this didn't work out in the way that I wanted to, and tried to make it work. That's a time to take a step back. Just what I usually do in these circumstances is, okay, I heard you. I understand what you're telling me. That the way that I'm trying to make this happen isn't working for me. I understand what you're saying. Please show me signs. Please give me messages for ways that I can still attain my goal, whether it's in a way that I expect or not. The universe has this tendency to take us by the hand and lead us down the path where we're supposed to go. But we tend to be stubborn as all hell as human beings. And we think that things can only work and succeed in one way, the way that we see them and the way that we envision them, when that's not the case. There are infinite possibilities. There are infinite ways for for each of us to become successful and get what it is that we want and manifest our dreams and make them reality. So try not to give up hope. Try not to give up faith. Let me get another deck for you real quick. What messages do you have for group 1? And one more. Okay. Organize for success. Don't let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So maybe if you've been hitting roadblocks, there may be something amidst the chaos that you aren't seeing. And perhaps this step to organizing things and getting things better laid out will open your eyes to more possibilities and potentially even show you why it is these roadblocks came up. And have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. So perhaps in whatever you're trying to manifest, there may be somebody who has insight that maybe you don't currently have. Maybe this person or people may have information that can guide you on a better path to still achieving what it is you wish to have. I'm feeling one more card. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So even if you feel like you are alone, even if you feel like what it is you are asking for isn't being heard, it is. And I know as hard as it can be, especially this year, try to have faith. Maybe there's even something that may come, a shift that may happen with the new leadership coming in to play. So you never know. Be patient. That temperance card in the regular tarot is coming to mind. Try to have patience. Try to take time. Slow down. I know if you are presently displaced, it may be difficult because you feel lost and hopeless and like you need to have assistance and you need to have this now, maybe to provide for your family in some way. But things will get better. You just need to maybe go about them a different way, all right? Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the universe. You'll get there. Take care and see you on Monday. Okay, group 2, Apophyllite. Let us see what your card says. I think I'm doing these in the right order. If not, I will rearrange things when I edit. So, for your group, my success is my decision. So, perhaps I'm getting procrastination energy with this. Maybe you have these goals and maybe you have these things that you want to manifest, but you aren't quite working on them yet. You know, maybe you're trying to manifest just by doing things like journaling and maybe doing a vision board or visualizing yourself having them. But the universe will absolutely help you deliver these things to you. But that still doesn't mean that you don't have to put in some work. It's like, kind of like sitting at home going, tomorrow I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to have all the things that I've ever dreamed of and desired. But you never go out and buy a lottery ticket. You know, you have to put in some work. So the next card was, my desires are destined to become a reality. So the things that you want, the things that you're trying to manifest are meant to manifest. You just kind of gotta get up the get and go to help them happen. So say you want to start a business, say you want to have something that will help you create a prosperous future. This is your sign that you got to do something about it. You know, often, I know there's blank cards in here. And usually when I'm doing the general readings, this is a sign that you have to do something to help with your manifestation. Usually when this card comes up, I encourage people to journal, write things down that you're grateful for, write things down that you want to manifest, but write them as if you have them already. But I'm getting a stronger sense with this card that it's time for you to actually put in the work, not just journaling, but actually start doing research, start putting together some sort of game plan and business plan as to what you actually need to do in order to get this to work. Stop procrastinating. It's only working against you. And I guarantee you, as you sit and say, well, I really want this and I want it now, if you're still doing that a year from now, you're going to kick your own ass when you get there and say, man, I really wish I'd done the work and I really wish I had taken the time to put in the effort and all of that kind of stuff a year ago, so maybe now I would have the things that it is I want. You know? Let me see what other messages you have. Time to stop procrastinating. You don't have to travel. You don't have to go out in the world in order to start things. I actually encourage you to stay home as much as possible with everything that is going on. partnership fell out. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So there's likely somebody in your life, and I'm getting the strong sense that they are actually in your life, who has been likely encouraging you in ways or giving you pieces of advice, because maybe you've been talking about this dream. Maybe you've been talking about things that you want, but you haven't actually been doing anything about it. And I get the strong sense that there's likely somebody, a friend, a family member, perhaps a spouse, who has been saying, hey, you want to do this stuff, here's an idea as to how you can get it started and get it going and everything, and you maybe not have been listening to them. Let's see, the other two cards just popped out. Organize for your success. Don't let the word organize intimidate you, which is interesting. I got this card for the group of 4 years, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So yes, there is research. There is stuff that you need to get in line and get in order to start working on this. And you can do this part now. Even if you may not be able to, say if you want to start a brick and mortar business, maybe you can't go out and look at properties. Maybe you can't do things that will take you out of your home right now because of everything going on. But that doesn't mean you can't get your information together and get some sort of idea. It doesn't mean that you can't call lending agencies to get some sort of financial backing. It doesn't mean that you can't start reaching out to vendors if you are looking to sell items and figuring out who you want to go with. And it doesn't mean that you can't start branching out and putting your feelers out there while you are wanting to do this. Release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. And I am very much getting this, maybe part of the procrastination is, well, I'm not sure I can ever get it, and I want these things, but all these other people are getting what I want instead of me. But are you putting in the work and effort to get it? Stop looking at what other people are doing and focus on you. It doesn't matter what they're doing. Ignore them. All that matters is what you're doing or not doing. So stop looking around. Don't worry about that. Maybe worry about that down the line when you actually have a business and you have to keep an eye on what the competition is doing in order to remain competitive. That's when you worry about it. Now, right now, don't worry about them. Focus on you, because only you can do what you are going to do. Doesn't matter if other people are doing a similar thing. All that matters is you have a unique perspective regardless of what your life has been like. And maybe you are going to have some ideas that will help you stand out amongst the crowd. Okay? So, I hope this little friendly kick in the butt may have given you some get up and go. No more procrastinating. You can do this, all right? So take care, and I will see you next time. Okay, Herkimer Diamond, let's see what your card is. Everything is happening for me. So let me get another couple of cards for clarification. Oh, one just popped out. I am abundant when I am grateful for all I already have. I'm getting very much the energy from this that you want to work on manifestation, but you're not quite sure where to go and how to start. So give me a second. I just want to get this second card for you. If you are new to my channel, if you haven't, you have two more cards that popped out for you. And one of them is a blank card, which means putting in some sort of work, which I'm not surprised for. That actually popped into my mind. So if you are somebody who's just starting off on manifestation and you're not quite sure where to start and you're not quite sure what to do, but you actually want to try and see what can come up for you, this is where the work comes in, and this second card in particular. I am abundant when I am grateful for all I already have. Now, it's easy to be grateful for the good stuff. Trust me, I'm somebody who struggles a lot in life and has my entire life. But when they say be grateful for all you already have, they mean even the stuff that's not necessarily so positive. So try to take time. This is the group where I'm going to encourage you to start a manifestation journal. And each day, write in it 3 things that you are grateful for that you have. Now, if you're in a difficult situation where there is abuse going on, if you are in some sort of situation where things aren't that great, it's okay not to be grateful for that, because you don't deserve it. But try to look at the person that you are, how strong you are, how phoenix-like you are and rise from the ashes. How maybe having been in a difficult situation may have made you more empathetic and kind to others. Maybe being in a difficult situation has helped you help others who have also been in similar circumstances. And try to look at that experience as, maybe this thing wasn't so great, but I am grateful for the person that I am despite it. Just giving you an example here. I am grateful that I am strong. I am grateful that I can help other people because of the experiences that I have been through. I am grateful that, I'm just giving you some ways to turn that negative into a positive. So you can be grateful for the positive effects that maybe even negative circumstances have given you. So be grateful. Write down those things that you're grateful for. And when I say write down the things that you want as if you have them, write down under the 3 things that you're manifesting. I am so grateful that I have achieved this goal. I am so grateful that all my dreams are coming true. I am so grateful that it doesn't even have to be financial or business or anything. I am so grateful that I have met the love of my life and we are happy every single day. Giving you another example with that. So journaling. I have also done and made a video on how to make a vision board, and I'll link it somewhere up here for your group. That can also help you, and you don't have to necessarily buy a board in order to create a board. You can even make one on your computer screen and have it be like your desktop, and just when you look at it each day, just keep thinking, man, I am so lucky, man, I am so grateful that everything that I am manifesting on this vision board is coming true right now. I am lucky because I create my own luck. The universe tends to give us more things that we want when we are grateful for what we already have. If you are constantly looking to tomorrow and the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and not stopping and taking a moment to look around you and going, man, I am so lucky right now. I am so fortunate. And yeah, I know this is a difficult year to say those kinds of things, but try to focus on even the small things that you may have. Maybe you're struggling financially, but maybe people have been helping you have food every week and go, man, I am so grateful and I am so fortunate that there are people out there who are willing to give me food so that I can get through another day. I am so grateful and I am so fortunate that I have clothes on my back. You know, the things that many people take for granted, really put that energy out there that you are grateful for the things that you do have. And if you're struggling right now, trust me, I've been there and I know how hard it can be to see beyond your circumstances sometimes. And I know how hard it can be to see the positive around you when you are struggling to survive. But even if you take a piece of paper or have a notepad or something and you start this process and put that energy out there, you would be absolutely surprised at the miracles that can manifest for you. And write down things like, I am so grateful that I have a job. I'm so grateful that I have the ability to provide for my family. I have, all of those kinds of things. Anything that you want to manifest, write it down as if you have it already. Because if you write it down as, I am so grateful I will have the job, then you always will have, and it'll always be a future thing. Whereas if you write it down as if you have it right now, today, it tends to speed it up to bring it to you. So let me get a few other cards for you. What do you have to say to group 3? That's too many cards. I'll flip it in a second. And keep in mind, sometimes you manifest things in ways you don't expect. It's entirely possible, okay? So first card, abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance what did I say? What did I say? If you think of your abundance as something that will happen in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. And trust me, this is something that I struggle with myself. You cannot change the past. All you can do is learn from it, continue on, and do your best to not repeat it. And partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So if there's someone around you who's giving you advice and maybe trying to help you in some way, if you're somebody who's been on unemployment, I think part of that is sometimes they set you up with career advice or someone to help you in some way to get a job. Even if it's something you don't necessarily want to do, it may be a stepping stone to the thing that you actually want. Okay? So keep in mind that there are resources, there are people around you that may give you advice that may also help you through this difficult time. So I hope this reading has helped. I hope that you get something positive from this. I hope you manifest everything you wish and dream for. And take care of yourself, and until next time, I will send you brightest of blessings and blessed be. Okay, Icelandic Spar, let us see what your card says. Okay, I have all the time in the universe to be successful. Sounds like you may be my impatient group. So let's get you a couple more cards. What do you have to say to group 4? Come on, pop out. Okay. Oop. This group seems to have a lot of energy behind it because a lot of cards are trying to pop out. Okay. So this is definitely seeming to be my impatient group. And trust me, as somebody who has been trying to manifest some things for many, many years, I get you. Trust me. And I am getting very much, especially with this card, I am ready for true success. That, come on, where is it? So maybe you've been working on manifestation for a while and you haven't necessarily seen the results that you've been wanting to have as rapidly as you have been wanting to have them. I am getting very much, this is the second group today that the tarot card, the temperance card, has popped into my head with be patient. And it says, I'm always on the right path. So maybe you have encountered some roadblocks along the way, but rerouted, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel in a way, and just be like, give it to me. Kind of energy. Keep in mind that there can always be things on the path that you're going down that you may not see as obstacles, that maybe the universe or your guides may see. So if things aren't coming to you maybe as rapidly as you may want or need them to, there's likely a reason for that, whether you see it or not. And I use the same example for the first group. It's kind of like the mornings that I'm running late for work. And even though I woke up early, even though I set off my day on the right foot, you know, all of a sudden all these things start getting in the way, and I keep being delayed and delayed and delayed, and finally I get on the highway, and it's like, finally I can just fly to work and everything's going to be fine. And then I run into traffic, and it's like, and frequently I'll sit in my car and go, come on. What is it gonna take? Let me just get to work. What is the deal? And it's usually around those times that I realize that there's likely an accident that happened around the exact time that if I had left for work. And if I had left for work at the time that I normally would have, I likely would have been wrapped up in that accident in some way. And I cannot tell you how often that has happened to me, that the universe has given me that wink of going, we have your back, even when things don't look like it, even when things don't seem like they're happening for you. We have your back. It just may not always be in the way that you expect or think. So if things aren't coming to you as rapidly as you want and need them, think you need them to, there's likely a reason for it, because better things are opening up to help you manifest what it is you're wanting and looking to achieve. It's just that maybe the links haven't all been made in order for that to happen quite yet, and it's going to take some time. This is my divine timing group, and trust me, I know divine timing is a pain in the ass. Trust me, I have dealt with that situation for like the past 5 years with my twin flame, where it was like, come on. And it's always been like divine timing, and I have for 5 years been like, but why? And I didn't always get the answers when I wanted them. Sometimes they came later. Sometimes I was given insight during difficult times, and there was a time when I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm walking away from this situation. I'm never coming back. And then something happened, and here I am again. So sometimes there are things that are in the works, in the sideline, or things that could have happened or may happen that you just can't see and may not be aware of, and that may be why things may be taking a little bit longer. But just keep focusing on, you have this as if you have it right now. It will help it happen a little bit faster, but keep in mind that there might be outside influences that may be causing some delays. So what information do you have for group 4? Let's see if I can keep all the cards together. This group very much sounds like me. Yeah, there's an outside influence, partnership. That card has come out, I think, for almost every pile tonight. I'll read it off in a second. Just try and get your other two cards. I told you this group has a lot of energy behind it. Let's see. And last one. Okay. Deservingness. And God is your source. Yours is the second group that card has come out. All right. This is very much giving me the energy of, you're starting to lose faith in this. So partnership. Allow helpful supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So there is likely someone, either maybe you don't know who they are, or if you do know who they are and you're just not listening and being stubborn, time to start listening. The second card is deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels see how amazing you truly are. There is someone in your life who is trying to give you guidance, divine guidance, to help you with this. You just have to open your mind, your heart, and maybe even work on your self-esteem to listen and see it. Put your ego aside. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So, yes, you have to have faith. You need to put ego and all of that aside. Stop trying to control your manifestation. Stop trying to order it around and say, this is how I want it and I want it this way now. That's not going to happen. Okay? Be patient. Refocus your energy. And allow things to happen how they're meant to happen. So I hope that this guidance gives you some assistance, and until next time, I wish you the brightest of blessings and blessed be.